Let's play a league with this deck. Kind of curious to see if it's any good aside from the blue-white Entreat the Angels matchup. Oh yeah, I hate Riddler a lot. I think this card's ass. But people keep telling me it's good, so I keep testing it to see if there's anything here, and I don't know. I'm just not seeing it really. I tried in the blue-white shells, I lose to Planeswalkers. I tried in the Esper shell, I still lose to Planeswalkers. Yeah, let's put back the Witch Enchanter. Teferi's 6 years old. Damn, what a reality check. If I wanted to be devastated, I would have talked to Bolt Snapple. Not you, Shadow. You didn't have to do that kind of mental damage to me. That's a lot of lands. I think I'm going to wait one more turn on warping this Rizzler. I could cycle it here, but I think I want to surveil, try to find Ephemerate on top. Get something going here. Because right now, nothing is going. Nothing is going, everything is terrible. Dash in the Ragster. Got my Relic. Overlord. I think I graveyard this. It's like maybe wrong to graveyard that. Oh my god. But I think Phelia is good here. That's the problem. I'm playing it because people keep telling me it's good, and I'm trying to figure out why people think it's good. So I'm gonna keep playing it until I can figure it out. Oh no, they actually have Blood Moon. Alright, where's PT? See you later, bruh. Willing that shit into existence. Come on, Ming. Take 10 minutes to reflect upon why you would do that to me. You will main deck Blood Moon into existence. Drop one dog. I mean, fetching turn 1 planes isn't even that uncommon. Alright, we're a match and a half in. We can't call the deck trash yet. It's a lot more than 10 minutes, facts. I even want the dog. What is the dog doing? Is the dog staying on top or is the dog going in the graveyard? I feel like the dog's going in the graveyard. Well, time will tell. I gotta go fetch a basic here so I don't get devastated by Blood Moon again. Probably have to rat this board too. I'm still gonna get devastated by Blood Moon. There's no way around that. Let's Wrath it before they Blood Moon me, because I can't Wrath it after they Blood Moon me, and I will die very quickly to that boredom. Oh, it's just a cat. What a pleasant surprise. So we got our other planes. And then we can Wisp away the Cat Warrior. And they're gonna be like, OMG, you kill my Cat Warrior. Let that resolve. Then we push. Sadly, the remnants of my hand are 2 lands, but hopefully we slowed them down enough to the point where they can't do anything. 0-3, losing the Frog, blue-red budget wizards. Riddler's just so bad. There are 2 wolves inside of me. One of them keeps telling me that the Riddler's awful, and the other one's like, but Dingo, think about it. The Riddler could be good. Scheisse. Uh-huh. Gotta hit non-land here. I think I have a Shadowy Backstreets. Son of a gun. Go to 7. Alright, I'm in. You gotta be good. Okay. Hmm. Okay, I need him to break for 1 turn. I think I need him not to draw Goblin Bombardment or Galvanic Discharge. I don't like that they're attacking me. Okay. Beatable. Phelia. Ephemerate, draw 2. Ketramose, Solitude. Well, Ketramose is nowhere near online, so let's just Solitude. I'm at 1 life. This Blood Moon's actually being a homie. Hmm. I think I do want to draw 2 here. So let's draw 2 off this Phelia trigger. Still not being another Flage, but Ephemerate helps. My dog. Oh, that's right. I can't guess. I thought that was Flood Moon for a second. Papega. Pop that, get that, play this. Activate here. Pass. I was like, okay, I can cast Frog. Excellent. Just can't cast Frog. I'll do the second planes. Alright, let's go, Riddler. I would like to see some dubs. Guess I should take this too, huh? Do we have enough graveyard hate though? Maybe not. Alright, maybe we already have enough graveyard hate to the point where we don't need strategic betrayal also. So we don't have an island, so we're definitely gonna get blue-white here. Hopefully Meticulous Archive. If not, we need to Solitude, Ephemerate, C'est la vie. Alright, well, we can't Solitude, Ephemerate that one. Is it Frogging time? A little bit of Frogger. But I really want to get... Man, I really want to get basic planes. I don't think I want that Ephemerate too. Alright, let's go Frogger. If they Blood Moon us, we're gonna have an issue. Don't Blood Moon me. Don't do it. I guess if they Blood Moon me, I can kind of like loop Solitudes and attack with Frog. Might not be the worst. Alright. Pass. Solitude Ephemerate still pretty solid against energy. They might Flage my Solitude, but if they Flage my Solitude and they tap out, we get to go Phelia Overlord. This is a league game. Our challenge was Mono Planeswalkers. It was quite sad. Why not play the dog? This card has Flash. Alright, Overlord. We whiffed. Probably doesn't matter that we whiffed. Which Enchanter is Solitude? Take which Enchanter. Be a nice land drop for next turn. My dog. Oh, well, if I can find a piece of graveyard hate, I feel pretty good about this turn. Our one Boggart Trawler, mayhaps. Constellation Prize Ketramose. I think we're going to go for basic planes off of this, just so I don't lose the Blood Moon again. Man, Boros sucks. I like how we went from Esper sucks to Boros sucks in an instant. What'd you even invite me to? You invited me to play like Peak or something. So they can haste. But if they haste this place, they just get to push it anyways, so it's probably GG. Yeah, now they didn't Blood Moon me, I don't care about getting basic planes. I'm gonna die next turn. Whoosh. Oh, I got a Boggart Trawler. Sure. Alright. We won. And the Piss Plains really sells it. That's gonna make somebody very upset. We're 1-1 in the challenge. Bold and brash and belongs in the trash. One does not have Kabu mana. Signed in pen, huh? Fabale. Scion, Flage, Lightning Bolt, Stubborn Nile. Yeah, Scion's uncastable. Flage is kind of scary. I think I'm just gonna take Stubborn Nile. We got the Riddler, we got a Solitude, and we got a Witch Enchanter. Witch Enchanter blows up Fable, which is nice. The Riddler draws me cards, which is nice. Let's go with the Riddler. I should probably take the Witch Enchanter because it blows up both Scion and Fable. But anytime I see a Riddler, I'll take a Riddler. It also let me hold up Solitude for potentially impending Flage. Yeah, let's Surveil. Leave the Flickerwisp on top. Warp the homie. You really softened on Riddler. I just want to know if it's good. That's all. Ta-dog. Pretty sure I'm just taking another Solitude. Guess we'll see. Yeah, let's grab another Solitude. Whoosh. Damn. Mm-hmm. And then we're gonna Hasty Flage, murder this. Got a Solitude it. Pitching Phelia. Take 6. Now I love a Witch Enchanter. I think their hand's another Scion. I know they discarded it. Witch Enchanter would be really strong here. That's not terrible. I don't know if I was supposed to do that right that second, but if they just pass. Oh no. Hasty Kavu incoming. Still have Lightning Bolt in their hand too. Hmm. I could Thoughtseize warp the Riddler. I think I'll die if I do that. They get bolted. Yeah, I'll die. I mean, Stubborn Isle killed us, right? The stub on the Fatal Push. Capio the Kabu. They draw a Leyline Biting, we're dead. Exiles both my Solitudes. I must be dead. I go to 8. Dead to Tribal Flames plus Lightning Bolt. Kinda lame. It's gotta work at double. We're in America. I want more Ketramose. How many Ketramose is too many Ketramose? Three's too many. Let's drop one Riddler. Sorry, buddy, and then one Phelia. Yeah, no drugs on the clock. And you're always on the clock. It keeps like moving my chat. My in-game chat. Binzable. I think they have over there. Binding. Stub gets me pretty good too. I think I just pass. I pass again. I'm gonna play Witch Enchanter and pass again. I want to try to keep the door. I don't imagine Phelia is living. Not the best draws I've seen. Yeah, they're outside barking at who knows what. Kavu. Second Kavu. I don't think I need to Flickerwisp anything. Does it bring back Flage time? I don't know if I'm supposed to Flickerwisp this Flage. I am supposed to Flickerwisp this Flage. Just kill it. I'm also not trying to die to Lightning Bolt plus Tribal Flames. Bolt Bolt. Bolt Bolt Scion. Okay. Consign the Flickerwisp trigger. Yeah, it was a lot smarter, wasn't it? Good point. Yeah, I should have done that. Now I'm probably gonna die to this thing. Once I can top deck out of it. Yeah, I messed up. I should have consigned the trigger. Yes, I misplayed him. I think that misplay cost me. Playing the frog doesn't do anything into the flage, right? Yeah, if I could consign this, play 2 frogs, I go to 3. Not saying I'm out of it, but I'm probably in a way better spot if I consign the trigger instead of consigning the flage trigger like a Mormon. I don't know what I was thinking. Just missed it completely. I'm gonna keep this hand. Yeah, this Rizzler list will take to the Pro Tour. It is the best draw engine in the format. If you have a Psychic Frog out, which is the better draw engine in the format, and then you can discard all your excess cards and then draw 2 with each trigger. That is the best draw engine in the format. However, in order to have your frog stick around, it's like good luck. Good luck. It's never happening. Frog dies on sight 10 times out of 10. Star charts, Ephemerate, Force of Negation, and Subtlety. I'm gonna take the star charts. See, the star charts is actually a good card. Unless you have to cast it on turn 2. If you have to cast it on turn 2, this card's kind of abysmal. But if you get to cast it on any turn that's later than turn 2, it's a great card. I think I'm going to save this Thoughtseize. I'm not sure what I want to Thoughtseize out of their hand yet. If you have to cast it on turn 2, you're so far behind already. It's like casting an instant speed Preordain for 2 mana. Just not where you want to be, right? There's Solitude. Solitude decks feel so whack, too. Just sitting here with Solitude Ephemerate against an empty board. I think I just passed. There's so many free spells in their hand. What will be happening to my frog? Are they going to subtlety my frog? They're probably thinking about it. The frog resolves. Unless they have Solitude, I think they're going to be in a bad spot. I had a very hard time beating frog from the blue-white side. This is pretty fine with me. Ideally, we draw a land and then get the Thoughtseize check and then go for the Quantum Riddler Ephemerate line. True, even Thoughtseize, what did they pitch? They pitched an Ephemerate. Hard cast, Force of Negation. Warp to homie. See if they want to subtlety this. They don't want to subtlety. They had another force. Pitching subtlety. Now I guess we've got to get Watery Grave. If they have another subtlety, it could be really bad for me if they have another subtlety. I guess it's not that bad. Let's take a more cautious line here, I think. Let's just cast a Flickerwisp. I think this line's probably a little bit safer. If I just spend my entire turn casting Riddler and then they have subtlety, I'm in a pretty bad spot. Alright, I think we just pass. It's kind of interesting to see how the Esper version does against the blue-white version. So far, it seems like Esper's coming out on top. So it has to play less cards that 2-for-1 yourself, like Force Negation and Subtlety. That's the real feels bad with this deck, is when you just have to 2-for-1 yourself over and over and over, just to try to stabilize. Sometimes it works out very well, but most of the time it just feels bad. Ooh. We're going to impend this instead of casting it, because we have Ephemerate for Flickerwisp. Consign. Okie dokie. I'm going to go for this. They have one card in their hand. If it's another counterspell, whatever, it's fine. It's another Consign. It's a little bit less fine, but it's still fine. I'm glad they did not consign the Flickerwisp and they instead consigned the front side of the Overlord. Alright, what do we want against blue-white? Probably our own consigns. I think I want less fatal pushes also. Extra Thoughtseize. Down one Solitude. Maybe down a Witch Enchanter. Ketramose isn't that good in the matchup either. They have a lot of exile effects. Go down to one Ketramose. But I guess if I go down to one Ketramose, I could take the relics out too. I should bring in some more fatal pushes. We can fatal push Phelia. I just feel like Ketramose is so meh in the matchup. They're not all bad. Oop. They're not all bad. But like flew up from my chair. Oh man, I swallowed wrong chat. I'm dying. My eyes are watering. I need medical attention. I forgot how to be a functioning human being for a second, apparently. I'm gonna just deploy Frog. Show me counter magic. Maybe they don't have counter magic. Counter spell. Yeah, they do have counter magic. Kind of what I thought. I think the plan. Oh, rest in peace. I mean, that's fine. I don't think rest in peace affects us that badly. Pretty good against the Overlord, but that's about it. Gosh dang it, man. Monkey paw curls. I'm gonna flash in the dog. Yeah, we actually spoke it into existence. So here's the plan for tonight, chat. We're gonna finish up this league. We're gonna play some Final Fantasy VII for probably like an hour or so. I think we're gonna stream tomorrow's challenge as well. I feel like we haven't had a good challenge stream yet this week. Yesterday's went poorly. Today's is going poorly. I think it's probably mostly because of the Rizzler. But, you know. Can't hate on him too badly. No, we're still gonna get a 5/5 out of this. Unless I decide to consign it, maybe. Yo, Brennan. Thank you for the 4 months. Appreciate your friendo. This consign's popping my Overlord. That's what's popping. Are you coming to Apex? I'm not sure if I am this year. Don't know. Don't know. Why overcommit to a sweeper? Their sweeper's Wrath of the Skies. They might have like a verdict or two, but their sweeper's primarily Wrath of the Skies. And if they want to wrath away their own rest in peace, it's fine by me. It also doesn't tag Overlord, right? So they have something different for Overlord. Interesting. I didn't think they were going to attack here. Well, drawing this consign's not bad either. And they might be thinking about solituding Frog. I think we pass. What are you playing standard? I don't have a standard tournament coming up. The PT's modern, the RCs are modern. So I have no plans for any standard. I haven't really looked at standard since the ban list. Yeah, it leaves the thing in exile, whatever they target with it. Oh, hey, the Rizzler. He lived as he died. Risen. Oh man, we drew an Ephemerate. Alright, I think we pass. I'm gonna make him deal with this frog. If they can't deal with the frog, they're just gonna end up dying. Yeah, I mean, exiling the rest in peace doesn't do anything, right? If I draw an Overlord, that's a good line. It does not grow the dog. Gotta target your own stuff if you want to grow the dog. Oh, do they finally have a subtlety? I think we Solitude this. They might have an Ephemerate. But I can also consign the subtlety trigger. No, force negation. Why? I mean, them having it all is like they can't even block Frog. I still got to draw the Solitude. If this is their definition of having it all, then I think that them having it all is still going to lose them the game. Man, I am still coughing from when I swallowed wrong. Ugh. Not my smartest move. Alright, I'm going to take the Mystical Dispute. Solitude this. Yeah, I've definitely choked on air before. This was just like choking on my own saliva because I forgot how to be a human being. It's getting so close. I'm gonna try it on the draw. It's not the word for pirate. Straw had something. Boots, synthesizer, thought monitor. Ah, right. It's like Kaizoku. That sounds right. A little bit surprised that they didn't play Urza Saga that last turn. Like they have Metallic Rebuke. Trying to think why they wouldn't play Saga. They do have Metallic Rebuke. My dog. Phelia or the Rizzler. Let's take the Rizzler. I wonder if Lundgren is like or Lundgren is a different anime character. Maybe it's just their name. People keep telling me this card's good, so I've been trying it, and I've just not been impressed. Like, is this better than just Flickerwisp my Overlord? I don't think so. I feel like the Flickerwisp on the Overlord is just a better play this turn. You might as well draw 2 cards. It draws 1 and then makes 8 power in play. Get this Phelia back to my hand. If they make it to the construct, I think I'm gonna Solitude Ephemerate. You actually do have 99 plus timeouts somehow. It's quite the impressive number. Bolt, you only have 37. 37 to 99. Come on, Bolt. You gotta up those numbers. You're so tame. Yeah, they're playing the Synthesizer Frogmite. Probably with the Warp guy as well. I'm gonna kill this Frogmite. I think it's the right thing to do. Frog might not. The world may never know. You just send him a warning. Get him. Elected not to haste anything here. Because they have another Metallic Rebuke? I don't know if these Metallic Rebukes are actually getting them anywhere. Opponent hates dogs. It's true. Get him, Riddler. Get him! Might need to Solitude that construct. It's pretty beefy. I got 51st place. Go me. Top 64. Moxopol. So they could put Boots here. Or Shadow Spear. Or Shadow Spear. It's a lot of Urza Saga. I don't appreciate how many Urza Sagas you have, opponent. Hell yeah, Ferg. Congrats. Puppies are awesome. They're just equipping a Shadow Spear and no boots there. What is this attack? Is this the I give up attack? Opponent didn't have a lot of fight in them, I guess. These and probably less of these. Don't think I want Consign either. Mystical Speed's probably better than Consign. Drop a Riddler. Drop a Phelia. -1 Relic. We have our other Relic in hand. Embarrassing. I actually think this hand's a mulligan. Alright, sign me up. Any hand with Wrath of the Skies, I'm in. We get Shadowy Backstreets. Turn 1 Frogmite. Oh, good God. They probably have turn 1 Metallic Rebuke as well. Are they gonna rebuke the dog for a third time? Probably. They seem to be massive Doge haters. Great googly moogly sweet hachi machi. Yep. All of this is allowed to happen. Instead of going with the Phelia play, I'm thinking about just sending him to the Stone Age. We'll go with the Phelia. But I could Solitude Ephemerate, clear all their creatures, and then Wrath for 0 and clear these 3. That would probably be good enough to just kill them. Impend the Overlord. I would love to activate the ability. I missed. GG, it's over. I don't even know if killing them's good. I kind of think we should play with our fruit. Seems like the more logical thing to do anyways. Pups, the Tormod's Crypt. Should probably wait to block the dog before doing that. Because now I get the dog back for free. Let's clear all the artifacts off the table. Well, as many artifacts as we can get anyways. Creature-wise, then they're still going to have a couple of lands and this Mox Opal. But I think taking them off of Kappa Cannoneer is probably pretty valuable. Now they're really far off of getting anywhere with Kappa Cannoneer. And if they overcommit a bunch of Urza Saga and 0 drops or 1 drops, then we can rat them all away. No, my Overlord. That is kind of bad for me, I guess. Hmm. Where were you when I needed you, Mr. Rizzler? You're late to the party. Simulacrum Synthesizer. This guy's 1 top, 1 bottom. Yeah, the challenge didn't go well. Did not go well at all. Land's actually pretty great here. Now we gotta decide if we want to Wrath for 3 or if we just want to play the Rizzler. I think I'm just down to increase the clock a little bit more. Wrath next turn. This only ends up being very bad if they have like a 6-drop artifact plus Metallic Rebuke. So if they go the thing that draws to Metallic Rebuke, I'm in danger. Big old danger. Ooh. Well, don't mind if I do. Metallic Rebuke. I'm pretty glad at least I didn't play Ketramose. That would have been really, really bad. Getting my Ketramose Metallic Rebuked. I would have drawn an extra card off the Quantum, though. Because whenever it warps and goes away at end step, the Ketramose does draw a card. So that's nice at least. A little bit of synergy. Oh boy, here's Cappy Cannoneer. Could actually kill this Cappy Cannoneer. Nobody's ever killed a Cappy Cannoneer in their life. I don't have to kill it this turn though. I don't think it can really attack us either. Nobody's had enough mana to even look at a Cappy Cannoneer. Uh-oh. Alright, Shadow Spear on the Cappy Cannoneer poses a little bit of an issue. Gaining 8 life. Okie dokie. Gonna have to pay for the ward on this Cappy Cannoneer, most likely. Ward 4, by the way. It happened, chat. We killed a Cappy Cannoneer. Never done before. First time. My opponent just activates Shadow Spear. Hardcast Witch Enchanter to kill it. That's also a sweet play. We were almost there. We're one land off of going like Flickerwisp, my Witch Enchanter, and then pay for the ward. Yeah, I don't know why they activated Shadow Spear here. Maybe they misclicked. They're just trying to float more mana. Alright, they scoop. Prediction time, chat. But yeah, your sources of card advantage have to be like 1 or 2 drops in this format. Which is why Psychic Frog's a pretty good source of card advantage, because, you know, it's a 2-drop threat that has a lot of utility. Emery and Tamiyo are good because they're 1-drop sources of card advantage. I think Dex would play the ring without, if it didn't give you protection. Maybe because it's indestructible. I think if you take off both the keywords indestructible and protection, that card becomes so much worse. Phelia Flickerwisp. Well, Energy doesn't get to cast it for free anymore because of, well, Amp Raptor's on the ban list. If you make a card worse, it becomes worse. I agree with this statement. Yeah, I guess my question is like, would Energy play the ring if it didn't give you protection and you don't have Amped Raptor to cheat into it anymore? Let's say it was still indestructible. I think the answer is no. I don't think they'd play it if it didn't give you protection and you don't have Amped Raptor anymore. Amped Raptor was as good as the worst card in your deck. So if everything else in your deck was good, Amped Raptor was good. If everything else in your, if you had like one bad card in your deck, like a Bobble, for example, I think Amped Raptor gets a lot worse. If you play a 2-mana, 2/1 first striker, that draws your card and makes 2 energy. That card's great if you just have nothing but good cards in your deck, which is what the rest of the energy shell is. Yeah, it's just Showdown of the Skulls, pretty much. We're gonna flicker this, and then we're gonna exile another card from our opponent's graveyard. Put a counter on Phelia also. Might pop this relic at some point too. Just to cycle it. This is unfortunate because I know they have Overlord in hand, or I know they have a Flickerwisp in hand. And they build 2 more Flickerwisps. Opponent's Wispin. I don't really want that. Hmm. I don't know what I'm supposed to exile with this Flickerwisp. Solitude pitching Flickerwisp. Kills my Flickerwisp and they have Ephemerate. It's brutal. Hitting their land doesn't really do much though. So we gotta Solitude this Overlord. Whenever they're done casting Flickerwisp on it. They have another Ephemerate. We're pretty smoked. No, they have Riddler. They returned Emperor Bones. Well, I guess we can Fatal Push Emperor Bones. Alright, now I draw my Riddler. Jeebus. They're playing Respect the Cast list. I haven't seen a frog from them yet. I think we're dead. I personally would simply not get outvalued. Should have taken notes. Wait, maybe I'm not gonna get outvalued. Never mind. I got outvalued. Alright, let's bring in a Consign. Thoughtseize, Strategic Betrayal. Actually, I don't know if Betrayal's good. Thoughtseize is fine. I think we take out the Relic Ketramose stuff again. Still like Frog, I think. Let's play with 3 Consigns. I feel like 4 is a lot. 3 should be a good number. Somewhere between 2 and 4. At least 2, I think you bring in this matchup, though. Hi, Bunny. My hand's great. Consign. For what? Consign. For the Flickerwisp and the Phelia triggers. Because if you consign it when they re-enter, then you get to permanently exile whatever they targeted. Ephemerate, Solitude, Witch Enchanter, Boggart, Trawler. Take Solitude. I think 3 is a good number, somewhere between 2 and 4. It's a true statement, no? Oh, they top that card so fast. Gotta get murked by a Fatal Push. Ephemerate, because they can get back to Solitude. I'm less concerned about that. I don't want them to Solitude my Frog before I can draw a card. I feel like if I get the train rolling of card draw here, then it's better. Maybe. Nope, they found another one. Alright, we're just gonna flash into the Dog. I don't know if they should have spent that Ephemerate. I think if I were them, I would have held it. Ephemerate's such a high value card in this deck now that you added Riddler. I feel like wasting it for 3 damage is not worth it. Poco Emperor Bones. Poco Bone Zone. I think we gotta take the Witch Enchanter. I don't want them to Emperor Bones a Witch Enchanter here. But they could also take Phelia and Blink Solitude and kill my Overlord anyways. Yeah, we didn't find a Solitude, so... Gain 5, take 9. I'm about to blink my sleeping genes, and then bam! Consigned. I think I'm just supposed to Solitude their Solitude. I think the Emperor Bones is less of a threat, but I do want to pick it back up also. So they have Consign here. Alright. School. Consign would have been really good against us there. Alrighty, chat. Last match of Magic, then we're going to play a little bit of Final Fantasy. Then we're going to play tomorrow's challenge with a non-Riddler deck. Because I don't know how much more I can take. I don't know how many more Quantum Riddlers we're going to have to cast before we realize this card's bad. I wish this was my 7. What a good 7. I don't know if I should have kept the Consign. Kind of a tough call. In the Frog. Maybe. Not being able to tell if the card is good is a huge flavor win. Great job to the design team. It's a riddle. Is a 3-mana 4/6 flyer that draws 2 good? Hmm. Don't want the dog here. I want to find an Overlord. 1 2/1 Overlord. I think realistically the card is playable, but probably not very strong. I think that's where I'm at with the card. But it's such a hard card to evaluate. Well, I have to pick it up. Every time I see the card, I have to pick it up. I don't think the blue-white Oops All Pitch spells is a very strong deck in the meta, though. Right? I think if that deck were good in the meta, then it'd be fine. Ephemerate, Fatal Push, Overlord. I'm gonna get a small amount of value here. Not a ton of value, though. Hopefully we can start clocking him with the Solitude and gain a little bit of life back. Does it have the Warp Frame forever? Yo, it has the Warp Frame forever. New coolest creature unlocked. I think I have to dodge some drawing Emperor Bones. Cool. Time to get hosed by Emperor Bones. This is like particularly awful because they have an Ephemerate and they can go Ephemerate the Emperor Bones, grab the Overlord, Overlord grab the Flickerwisp. Oh boy. Maybe I should not have spent my consigned memory. I think they're going to Ephemerate this Emperor Bones at some point. The longer they're not doing it, the better for me. The two cards in hand are Ephemerate and Fatal Push. I guess we gotta do this, and then they Fatal Push it. Can you play TZ's deck? Of course, I can play any deck that provides a donation along with the deck list. Rip. Rip, 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 rip. Sorry, believers. Emperor Bone's too good. Too good, too strong. It's a shame. If you want to donate the deck, I'll play it. But I don't know. We'll play Final Fantasy.
Have you
Bing
peeked?
bong, bing bong, bing bing bong.
Have you peeked?
You're a third-rate duelist.
I can't take it anymore.